I love you, Colonel Sanders, a KFC dating simulator. This was literally made by KFC. This was made by Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. Go ahead and turn this down a little bit. Good Lord. I don't know what we're about to get into. But I know that it is KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, I love you, Colonel Sanders dating simulator. Okay. Apparently, we got to try to romance the Colonel. Yeah. We got to try to romance the Colonel. There's some cooking. There's some cooking challenges and things like that. I told you guys weren't going to guess this game. Is this because y'all are from Kentucky? No, it's because I love Colonel Sanders, dog. What you mean? Because I love Colonel Sanders. Does this even have a category on Twitch? I mean, what am I supposed to put this on? What am I supposed to select for the game? KFC match out the yummies. Okay, sure. Well, I picked KFC match out the yummies. Okay. All right. I've been sitting on this game. Like I said, I do have another simulator game selected. We're going to bring out another simulator game soon, probably tomorrow. But right now, it's time to see what this game's got. I love you, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. I guess technically this is a simulator game. Before we get started, tell us your name. That guy. Confirm. All right. Let's see what we got. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Ah, it's my modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You can stay in this moment forever. Ah! Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school. It's no time to sleep in. We're going to culinary school. Yeah! Smack that clock up and at him. Throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. All right, if you're giving me a choice, Colonel Sanders, I'm sorry. I'm staying in bed forever. You sleep through the school year and give up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Game over. Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Well, that was fun, guys. GG's, I guess. Look, I'm sorry. If it's up to me, I'm gonna sleep. If it's up to me, I'm gonna sleep. Okay, fine. We'll try it again. We'll try it again. I won't sleep through culinary school this time. Okay, yeah, we read this already, dog. I could stay in this moment forever. Smack that clock up and at him. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at this prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by. You find your imagination getting away from you. You need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. That's so me. I'm such a daydreamer. It's here, finally. Your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare. So many students to meet. Your mind's swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. Good God! You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Ooh, yummy. It's a KFC biscuit! Yes! KFC biscuit! Delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Yikes. You're in such a hurry. In fact, you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. Oh, come on. No! You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time? No! Damn it, I'm sweating! Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam! Yo, it's my best friend! She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. W, Miriam, W. Good morning, that guy. You excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited. A little nervous. Okay, a lot of nervous. What the? It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but When I ate it, I couldn't taste any of the love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by master chef parents, she always held herself to a very high standard. Yeah, ever since we were little babies, you rescued me from that quicksand box. W Miriam. W Miriam. It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great, Miriam. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, famous 3-day only semester, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Sweet girl Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. Reminds me of someone else. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Ugh! Alright, what should we do? Pep talk your best friend, change the subject to school gossip. I'm kind of interested in some, gossip. It's hard to see Miriam like this and frankly quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subject to something more interesting. All summer, you've heard rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who's enrolled at this school. Yeah, it's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, what about this mystery student we read about on the school message board? Any deets? You're so mean to her? Bro, she's freaking out for no reason. It's fine. She'll be okay. Oh, get this. I heard his name is Harland, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. He's had them ever since he was born. From an egg. Yo, what? Is there lizard people in this game? What you mean from an egg? This is why you aren't a girl's girl. Okay. An egg? Like a chicken? Don't be ridiculous, Miriam. But that thing about having powers, it would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. It would line up. Like I heard he once fought a bear with just a smile. You both sigh, thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to him. Dreamy. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands onto the ground. What? Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. Ah, you suck, Ashley. Boo! I hate you. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She gets anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there. Chicken shins. What the hell? She said chicken shins. You leave that guy's shit alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she adds extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone else. It's so true. It's so true. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. You don't know what shins look like, Ashley. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us, Ashley. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes, okay? Van the man's got some glutes on him, okay? Van. Oh! Good God! You rang? You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Look at Miriam's face. Miriam is not amused. Or amused. I can't believe that the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. Bums. Yeah, bums. I know, right? You'd think they just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. Boo! Boo, Van the Man. Boo! I hate him. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off. So you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oh my god, look at this goofy-looking kid. Oh, he farted! What the hell? Pop! Oopsie. What do you mean, oopsie? This is a KFC dating simulator, Addy Bug. We're gonna swoon the Colonel. This kid's disgusting. He's even got mustard on his shirt. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick, dumbass. I love you. Whoa, whoa! I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Someone like this also be a student at the school? Must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. That makes a lot of sense. Can you date Ashley? You know, Azzy, I don't know. You want to swoon Ashley? Hey, Ashley's a jerk. Okay, no swooning Ashley. Hi, Pop. I'm that guy. So, are you going to make me hold the door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? Miriam, bro, he's like 10. What? I think it's just you, Miriam. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Who the hell is this on the wall? A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class? Adorable! Sprinkles. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, an instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little and fluffy, but I still demand respect! See, that's what I'm talking about. Respect! Put some respect on his name! Woof! What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! Guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you and a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone closed the window. And then he walks in. Oh! 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 Look at him! He looks incredible! It's the Colonel! You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still! Good God! It's him. If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. That's Harland? Oh my God, it's Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Oh, I read that as a... Let me try the line again. Run it back. Let me try the line again. Sorry about that. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. Bruh's aura. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. I got goosebumps right now. Oh my... I actually got goosebumps. Oh my God. A hushed murmur rolls throughout the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone's looking at you. You're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a Lot. Hey, screw you, Ashley! Don't call me that! Maybe we should open the window back up before Faucet Pitts melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. What is their problem? You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. What's with all your really weird insults? You weirdos. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Oh, God. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Colonel! Boy, howdy. This classroom gets harder than a Kentucky Friar. Ain't that the truth, Colonel? Ain't that the truth? Please use my handkerchief. Oh my god. Oh my god. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait. Colonel Sanders is talking to you? About how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? I'll take the handkerchief. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful, you hesitate to press your face into it. But when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Oh! 12 herbs and spices! Oh! Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be adorable, tiny food. And when it's all said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your spoon. Is it spoons? Sorry, let me try the line again. You will lift your sporks and complete in the broom cooking arena. Oh my god. Oh my god. When I'm done with him, he won't be a headless chicken. What? What the hell's going on over here? What's going on in the chat? But just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss. Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue, you're on a fast track out of here, Buster. And are you sure you're even in the right place? Why is his hands like that? You don't recognize me? It's my third year at the school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? I'm expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town at his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Oh. That's Clank. The class burst into laughter. Don't laugh at Clank. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks into the classroom and everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and he takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. Whatever, Sprinkles. Never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. I would like a chicken snack, please. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Yeah, I'm a genius! Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for new star student. Hey, we cooking. Hold up. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm, doggy drool. See other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. That's what I do. I keep dog treats on me at all times. Appreciate you hanging out, Mortarius. Hope you have a good night, dog. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare your minds. Prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. Small potato? You thought wrong. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. One next to Miriam, and one next to Colonel Sanders. Oh, no! Oh, my God! It seems no one's claimed the seat next to me if you're interested. I mean, Colonel Sanders is inviting us in. I gotta be honest, you know. Miriam's kind of, I mean, I've talked to Miriam all the time. Me and Miriam, we talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? I've never gotten to talk to Colonel Sanders before. You moved to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears you brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. If she's truly a best friend, she would understand. Exactly, Emma, exactly. Thanks for offering me the seat, Colonel. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. It's so inspiring, Colonel. It's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz! Yay, a pop quiz about me. No. It's incredibly important and surprising. Short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Let's go! All right, question 2. Forest is to tree as chicken is to... As chicken is to night vision goggles? That's wrong. No! What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork. That's right. Oh, I'm cooking. What are we playing? This is a dating simulator for Colonel Sanders. What food is best for a broken heart? A pancake that looks like a silly face. That's wrong. You're wrong. It's a silly face pancake. It's perfect. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Yes. That's wrong. He's nothing but the best. Oh my God, bro. Whatever. Your total score is 2 out of 5. Oof, 2 out of 5. I could do better guessing. When you turn to Colonel Sanders, he's looking at your results with visible disdain. Not good. Oh no. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Yeah! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. Makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? It must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, howdy folks, I'd like to make an announcement. It's the Colonel! Colonel Sanders, I can hold your belt while you piss. Budge, what the hell did I just read out loud? Budge, what the hell's wrong with you? I gotta read these things before I say them! Okay, Colonel Sanders has an announcement. Good God. Hey, it's about lunch. Everyone cheers! Yeah! Yeah! But shush! Shut up, kid! Lunch, lunch, lunch! She said shush. In honor of the new semester, I prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell that I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath waiting to see what food the mysterious student has created. You've heard he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to crispy golden finish. Looks like shit. What? The hell? The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. But my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve perfection balance of flavors. You can look around. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. I'd tear out of that just like I'd tear. What the hell is But that's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of these ingredients is a poison. Got him! He looks around nervously to see if anyone's laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. Oh my God! She realizes that he's destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants them all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. His drumstick must be huge. Oh my God. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Whoa. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in hand, you float weightlessly. I'm gonna savor the moment and everything that it tells me about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. The flavors in the mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach the Colonel. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken, Colonel? Ha ha ha, how bold for you to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that'll make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. Ooh, okay. Feels like the episode of South Park where Randy gets addicted to cooking. He really liked cream fraiche. Fraiche. I don't remember how to say that word. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. Look, guys, he's not giving it up easily, okay? I know fresh, cream fresh. There's no way that's how it's pronounced. He's not giving it up easily, guys. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You got some moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone. Truly alone. And then leans in. You can feel his warm breath. I'm having trouble reading, I'm sorry. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow! You never would have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. What the hell? While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. His breath probably smells like chicken. Yeah. Yeah, it probably does. Probably does. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. Think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sorry, I smacked the mic arm. I'm thirsty. Sounds like you have big plans, Colonel. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Let's see if we can neg him on to show our strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. I want him to leave his mark on me. Okay, Emma. Okay. You think I should be modest, V? I was thinking about wowing him with a big idea, but we'll be modest here. We'll be modest. We don't want to come on too strong. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food, Colonel. Now that you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay was between the interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment. That guy. I don't know why he's screaming my name. Sure, you'll be a big success, dog. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. We have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? Bro, Miriam, chill out, bro. You're not gonna blow anything except for maybe kisses to the crowd of fans. You're gonna earn with your signatures adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we will be cooking with partners. Oh, no. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Oh, dear God, I'm pouncing on him. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two? That is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, that guy. I'll prepare our station. Yes! Without you as your partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. It's Pop. Beep, boop, bop. My two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, okay? Who do you want to be Miriam's partner? I'm thinking the robot. Sorry, Pop, but I think Clank is the way to go. It's okay, I already ate. Get out of here, Pop. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of the school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Oh, he's warping on him. I'm such a bad friend? What the heck? Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzz. Tissue. I hardly know you. Yeah. Clank judders, and a panel shakes loose. Get the impression this is a sign of affection. Alright, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Now it's time to focus on our own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps, okay? No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. Dog, what the hell are you saying? Sprinkles, what are you saying, dog? Which dish do you suggest to your partner? We got steak tartare. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I'm thinking mashed potatoes and gravy. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders cast a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. Oh my God, I'm blushing. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please. Let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business, Ashley. Sanders is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man. Oh! What the hell? What the hell's wrong with Ashley? Did someone call for me? No, geez, Van. While I'm over here crushing that guy's dreams, you're supposed to take care of our classwork. That was the deal. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Howdy there, Ashley Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? No, it looked like that guy was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. Yo, the music's getting crazy right now. These amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Dude, what the hell? Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows we fit together? Like a thigh and a drumstick? It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who's always had your back. Well, obviously, I'm going to turn to the hunk of hunks. Colonel, help me! I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen to begin your class. Let's respect the format, Ashley. Turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders and he chose me. Isn't that right? Businessman respects all fair agreements from contracts to handshakes, and I took on that guy as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. W, Colonel Sanders. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're the perfect for each other. Neither of you have that guy's natural talent or their loyalty. Oh! Get cooked! Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. You look down at your station to realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture. Plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps. I know just what to do. Oh my God, I think Colonel's gonna gravy it. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. Oh, he's doing it! He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Yes! Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Annie would be very proud. It's gravy. It is gravy meat. It looks so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but it doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand, holding the same spork. For that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. This is nice. This is nice. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Oh, it's beautiful. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right at Ashley's stupid, beautiful face! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about! Yeah! Flick! Van, do something! Haha, Ashley, you look stupid. Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? No, he will not. Hold on right there, that guy. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat from wherever it lands. Can I has potatoes face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy, pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater. Ugh! On a battle axe? Oh my god! You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will look on me with envy. Who the hell is this kid? Who the hell is this kid? The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed. May have turned in the process. Oh my god, no. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Oh my god, no! What? Everyone step back, don't take another bite! When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle is being slurped into Pop's mouth. No, not Pop! No, Pop! Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. Pop, no! The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They're motionless as statues. Pop, no! The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back into reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite oblivious to danger, has inoculated him against the poisons of all kinds. Oh, okay. He's fine. He is fine. And Sprinkles doesn't think he's making enough money. Hello. I just turned into a ghost over here. Ooh. Seeing that you're shaken up by this really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. Poor ghost student. L. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building's taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today? Before you go on, I want you to know They're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Oh my god. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Oh my god. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Oh my god. Oh my god, you can't go to sleep yet, Addie. You can't go to sleep yet. You're here for this love story. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. All right, here we go. Colonel Sanders. Yes, that guy. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. Aw, Van. That's not I meant to hit the boo button. Boo, Van. I hate you. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, geez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream day and night, never stopping, never resting, never backing down, never what? Like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no. You. Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Yo, Van, jealous. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You killed somebody! You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. Whoa! What'd he kill me for? What the hell? Oh! What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. Ah! Spork Monster! What the hell? The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. Good God! I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting my guard down and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster. Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? Before you can discuss syntax any further. It's a turn-based fight sequence. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset the Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes in the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. Good God. You take 1 damage. I'm gonna attack. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with love. It does 1 damage. He's not gonna forget this. Oh, dear God. He's really feeling threatened now. He focuses the mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I'm gonna attack! Which attack will you use? Cook with love! Cook with love does 1 damage. At this rate, the semester will probably be over before this fight is. Oh, dear God. Spork Monster's no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. He used the utilitential. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not gonna survive the battle. Whatever, I don't care. I'm gonna just keep attacking. Again! Cook! Spork Monster's oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of quad. Who's gonna have to clean that up? Ugh. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for his ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Oh my God. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pop, pie, punch, pinch. Yeah! Yeah! Look at it! You're incredible! Good God! Pop, pie, punch, pinch does 10 damage! Bang! He's defeated! You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy! Finish him! This monster messed with the wrong chef. Attack! You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction! Student debt loan 10 damage! Yeah! Spork monsters completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, that guy. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but upon closer instruction is so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. What the hell? You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. Last name is Borko. Is the last one to sign it, okay? Borko, that sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night holding this mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from the battle buzz, you realize your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird, okay? Oh, they're a chicken! Oh, okay. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? I don't think I said that word right. And then there was the secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You know, to the extent this game has a point. I'm sorry, Yoshi. I was just reading your messages. Look, I think this game has a great point. It's about love. It's about finding love and fried chicken. What better point is that? You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you could tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Clank. What, the robot? What do you mean like the robot? Gross love. Why are you hating him, Ryan? It's the Colonel. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. Oh! We've got to talk after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kind of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? Duh. No, but that makes complete sense, yeah. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at the school. Didn't even go, and he didn't even go to, and he was also the convertible that he wrote. I can't read this sentence. What? He was so popular. He was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. And he was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I can't. You're telling me he's literally a convertible? Miriam, what are you talking about? Either way, it's best if you take things slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders, okay? You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend the University of Cooking School Academy of Learning. You're a thing now. We definitely connected yesterday. Yeah, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you? I guess. What's that supposed to mean, Miriam? What's that supposed to mean? You got Clank. You got Clank, Miriam. What's the big deal? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Uh-oh. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, a secret ingredient. Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the garden where I was wandering. Well, this can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dry flower petals. And if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with him and brought him home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me. And the flavor wasn't like anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Anyways, we both shared an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about the new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. Besides, I only know one ingredient. Please, 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 please. It'd mean the world to me. Blah, 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 blah. No one knows how to come from you or from Colonel Sanders. Please. You're being a bad friend, Miriam. No. Tell her the ingredient. Make up a fake ingredient. I'm making up a fake ingredient, Miriam. You're not. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about it was Eye of Newt? I know it sounds like some kind of witch potion. What can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing. And you figure that you satisfied her enough. She'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't see. That's probably not good. That's not good. Or you can ask her to confirm that she's definitely not texting secrets to other people. You're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Oh! Cherry blossom petals fill the air! It's Colonel Sanders! He's arriving at school! Look at him! Oh, he's on a horseback! Oh my god. Hey, appreciate you hanging out 1997 Tacoma Water Pump Casket. Don't worry, I'll probably upload this as a video. This is ridiculous. It's Colonel Sanders. He is arriving at school. Good God. Stand back and admire his majestic glory or run to him. I'm going to have to admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on his rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You're so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Good God! Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful butte you have. What a horseful butte you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Dude, quit. Lock it in, bro. Lock it in. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, that guy just gets really nervous around people they like. Oh, what the hell, Miriam? Damn it. What? This is not helping, Miriam. This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning. We're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile, as to say, situation handled. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. Not sure if you're ready to handle this. Let's see here. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Oh, shut up, Ashley. I hate Ashley. Act like you're not interested in them, but try to get a closer look. I think that's going to be the move here. We're just going to I don't even care, whatever. You sit near your rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You hear Van Van muttering something that sounds like a magic spell. He notices you eavesdropping. You try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, God. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules. I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panic? The hell is she making up words? Quit making up words, Ashley! And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found with the spork monster. No! That's the same book that I found last night. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who tries to hide the book. I don't know what you're talking about. The book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They haven't just been studying the book. They got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch it with his mouth. Not Pop, no! We're playing, he. Before you can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Pop's alive? Yeah, he was invulnerable. He is invulnerable to the poison. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. Hey, watch it, you talk to him. He didn't even do anything. Dummy. Bzz, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Oh, it's getting crazy. Bzz. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Good God. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over for me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone is completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Surely. Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I got a lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of class. He's panting, which doesn't seem to be abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Okay, yeah. Students, take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkle regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken! You want to pay attention to the lesson, you truly do, but, which is why in 1776, the signing Declaration of Independence, there was a chicken who first signed their name, but you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you came to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, that guy. Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? I'll take the dog biscuit. Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit's a treat made by Sprinkles. You reach out for it when... Ow! He bit me! Oh, my apron! He's biting my apron! What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. Oh, no! Dear God! Can this be the end? I never even got to taste it. Getting between a dog and his bone probably isn't a great choice. Okay. No! Are you serious? Bro, the dog just killed me for eating his... The dog just killed me for eating his freaking bone? If I click try again, There's no yeah, I just died from embarrassment. I just died from embarrassment, dog. If I click try again, there's no shot it starts in the very beginning of the game, right? There's no shot. You wake up on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you just had. Okay, well, at least we can kind of skip through. What does this popcorn button do? Okay. Okay, well, I'm sorry, guys. I died. I died of embarrassment. Sorry, guys. Thankfully, we could fast forward. I'll click the same choices I made up to this point. Cannot take a dog's treat. Lesson learned. He was not happy about that. Okay, we're back. We're back! Do not take the dog biscuit. I'm gonna take the shimmering pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way. So naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. Whoa! 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 My friend! Ooh! This guy again. What the heck? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh! You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... sorry, I think I've gotten some of the spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy! You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Aw, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. Oh, no. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention, okay? We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Yay! Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. Oh my god. Step up and tell them that you're on, or demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. No, you're on. But a lunchtime competition. Count me in. If I gotta wipe the tables, you fools, before I set my lunch down it, so be it. I'm not a fool. You're the fool. Good one, Van. I like your grumption, that guy. I'll be watching your performance. Ah! Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then, huge red light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready!" Good God! Ow! I stand corrected, okay. The hard way builds solidity, a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, if the timer runs out, you'll be forced to pick randomly. It always boils 100 seconds after you turn the heat on. What? That's right, but how would you have even gotten to the school without knowing that? And of course, exactly! Winner gets to rub my furry belly? Let that enticing offer motivate you, okay? Gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know the recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? 11! That's right, you might not know the ingredients yet, but you're headed in the right direction. Oh my god, his tail is wagging like crazy. Now you got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude! That's right, yes! You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You gotta pick up the pace. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. I think it says meditate. That would be a great time to harness. Where does it come from? A small town where... I didn't get the pick! No! This is a horrible time to start forgetting important things. Next question. You try to shut down the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What's the sound of success? Sizzling. That's wrong. No! Don't make me get the spray bottle. Please don't. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, that guy! He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes it totally forget what you were doing. All you can think about is Colonel Sanders. No! All I think about is Colonel. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to additional Colonel Sanders? No! I'm trying sprinkles. You're stranded on the desert island. Which do you take? Oh! Oh! Shakespeare, you seeing this? Oh! Dear God. Dear God. Oh my God. What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling! Behind. Sorry, I forgot. You and Colonel Sanders riding together in a gondola. What does that have to do with crafting a spectacular fried chicken? I don't know! Woof woof! You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun planting elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd cannot believe it. They gasp. Yeah, yikes. Bzz, bzz, bzz. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Might not have any hands, but that guy does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer to rescue the dough before it's overmixed. That guy, no! Oh, you're not fast enough! Your hand gets stuck! It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters! Oh my God! There's no way you're gonna be able to use your hand for the rest of the match! Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. No! No! What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle's over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my disc. The questions were too quick. I couldn't answer them. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. Here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. Nope, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of that guy's injury. Thank you. See Sprinkles starting to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Went straight to the dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask that guy to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hands. You gotta be kidding me, bro. You gotta be freaking kidding me! Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Dude, it's beautiful, man. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and a pearl of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, get cooked! Oh, you, hee hee. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. I'm putting myself in between! You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. Oh no. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Oh, Colonel Sanders, that's gross, dog. Dog, that's gross. Game over. No! Come on! Are you serious? That was gross. What do you mean you're saving that for later? What the hell? Alright, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this the same way that I did it before. I got the first 3 questions right, and then this I didn't even know. Oh, he's incredible. Oh! Alright, I guess I'm gonna internalize the rage I feel. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes, they burst into flames. Oh my god. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Oh, come on. My eyebrows fell off? You serious right now? Look at the way Colonel Sanders is looking at me. He thinks I'm a freak. Embarrassed and ashamed of your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. This beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. Oh, it's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from the run-in with that mixer and the small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again! I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. He's holding Shakespeare. Yo, Colonel Sanders is holding Shakespeare. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume I got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure could be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crispy white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before. It's the Spork Monster! Good God! Gorko, the Spork Monster's here to fight a hero! Anyone feeling a bit of deja vu here? Sorry, Gorku, but I could have swore we battled you last night, dog. That was Borku, my twin, and I, Gorku, am here to avenge them. Are you stronger? Well, we're twins, so no, not really. Pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask? Colonel Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you. Well, we beat Borku pretty easily. Didn't get much of a chance. I feel guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what that guy is saying is that, can't we just be friends? Life's too short to make enemies. I suppose we don't really need to fight. Just that I got these pointy teeth and claws. All the better for enjoying tasty food? Surely you like to eat. Of course I do. Inspiration strikes and you come with a quick idea. Chomp on this! You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp. Look at that biscuit! Delicious. You're much nicer than the evil students who, once upon a time, turned me into this creature. Wow. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was Chihuahua, but I was still a student at this school. Till one day some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spell book. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and I shouldn't rely on dark and evil magic. You should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guil. Bro's making up words now, what the hell? If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. Sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. That guy, together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss. What? A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Oh! That guy, what are you playing? Colonel Sanders dating simulator? Stepping inside of Colonel Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Yo, this is beautiful, dog. Look at this. Look at that view. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. This is beautiful. Looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure. If you approach it with the right attitude. There's no way he's got a KFC candle on the counter, bro. Yo, it's him with a goatee as a baby. Bro, he had this goatee since birth, dog. That's hard, dog. He got a baby goatee. Oh! Every day can be an adventure. You approach it with the right attitude. Imagine trying to explain to a Victorian child that you're practically falling asleep watching someone date Colonel Sanders online. I think they'd be impressed. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. You've been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. Just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but it's close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation? Keep it a secret, just for you. Son, I'm crying. What is Rocket doing? I'm trying to swoon Colonel Sanders. Turtle Master, you wouldn't understand. I'm revealing it. You describe that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach for your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Oh! Shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxe hideaway. Yeah, I don't like coleslaw. Coleslaw's gross. Magnificent. But Colonel Sanders loves it. Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Yo, we can look closer? Must be where he keeps his secret recipe. Okay, he's got a safe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it draws on you. As soon as you turn the dial, 111111, the safe opens. Inside of it, you find a single note. A chicken is prepared. Can chicken be prepared something style? What the hell does that say? What the hell? No, I'm not role-playing Rocket, dog. Tap on it. Okay, well, I don't... Yo, an adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor from the goatee mustache combo. Goatee and mustache combo. It's got to be the Colonel himself. Sashimi. Sashimi. Anyone who's joined recently, be glad we're all turned off of Colonel Sanders and are not freaky anymore. What happened? Was it the chocolate that he wanted to save in his mustache that ruined Colonel Sanders? That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded. We got the Colonel riding a camel. Tap on. One of the framed photos is an old man who looks like Colonel, standing with a friend. They hold a fried chicken drumstick. Okay. There's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Who the hell's Pete? Got the scented candle. Power tool. It's the secret. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Oh my god. Take a closer look at a large urn. There's a plaque on it. It says, here are the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. Ooh, poor guy. Chicken. Oh, it's stuffed. It isn't just realistic, it's real. What? Taxidermy. Ugh. Little notes clipped to the chicken's foot. The true state of this bird. The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky is a chicken. Tap on an item. Yeah, I've been doing that. We got the mustache comb. Oh, the ghost pops in. What the hell? Are you thinking about heading out of the world on a quest to avenge my death? No, I've never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I can tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something, dude? Get out of here. You open the window a crack, and the ghost of the student is swept out with a breeze. See you later, buddy. Can I go upstairs? What about this door? You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging. Take one off the hanger and try it on. It's a bit big, but it's soft and comfortable. Give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. Then say that home is where the heart is. Is that what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. Try not casual, till he asks why you're wearing his jacket. Aww. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Forgot to take it off. You decide now's your moment to make a big move. You tell him you're cold. You fess up and tell him the truth. I tell him I'm cold. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to try. I just got a little cold. I thought it might warm me up. He smiles and scoots closer to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You shouldn't be thinking about what you're gonna cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, that guy. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Yeah! Yeah! Can one of y'all beat up my managers? They gave me a bullshit schedule next week. Budge, dude, I told you already, just quit. Just quit, dude. I feel like you both fumbled that somehow. Dream sequence! Dude, oh, this is so sweet. Look at everyone riding on the chicken. You awake to a beautiful morning and Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, it isn't even legal. But if the recipe's a secret, how are they gonna know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I whipped up. It's meticulous. Oh, it looks incredible. It looks incredible. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Okay. Take him down a peg or flatter him? I'm definitely gonna flatter him. Come on, bro. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. Dog, we got him. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly! Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out of the door and go home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Oh, Miriam, where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got so worried something happened to you. It's okay, but now it turns out that you're fine. I could finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Oh, great, here we go. Sure, Miriam, but you will not believe what happened after school. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. I've been partnering with Clank. He asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together, getting to know me. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Skydiving? What? Why are you going skydiving with a robot? Did you just say skydiving? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened. with the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and to focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself hasn't really figured that out. Yep. Because you know, he's Pop. Yeah, okay. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. No, Pop, no! Don't do it! Not the swirly! Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. I just realized something. Ashley has chicken legs cut out in her legging things. Why she got chicken legs cut out in her leggings? Anyways, you can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides, but who would pick on a creature like that? Beautiful. You got some nerve, that guy, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it, Van the Man. You clench your fists. But the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to a boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something must be going on. Everyone excited for the final day of school? That guy, how's that hand feeling? Sure he'll be back to fighting form this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday, I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Dude, shut up, Ashley. I hate Ashley. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What's he doing complimenting her? What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Oh my god. It was, clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. Ooh. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Ashley sucks. Can we kill her? I hope so. Excuse me, that guy. I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Oh, I didn't know we said that out loud. Ooh. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, that guy. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel, you take out the spell book you received yesterday and start flipping through some of the pages. Whoa, that's that book. It looks like bad news. Just something I found laying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire. What the hell is this word, dog? I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A word I don't know. Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it were really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. Open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edge of the pages. I could use this spell here that says it'll erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it'll probably help me focus better. What? We're not doing that. W Moldy. Hope you have a good night, dog. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Cast the forbidden spell. Don't do it after all. I'm not doing that, dog. I'm not doing that. I don't want to forget the Colonel. No. You take your friend's advice and you put the book away. It's almost time for class. Oh, Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. You must be hungry. Dogs can be rather unpredictable. Wait to see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see what happens. I ain't doing nothing. Yeah, he killed me last time. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched in the cherry tree outside. Oh no, he sees a squirrel. He turns feral and he runs out the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you never come back here. Terrence, I'm gonna destroy you. Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. He wonders. You wonder. Is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by only Terrence, he returns to professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, that guy, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love for drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by words and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. Oh, what are they doing? Bzz, bzz. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clink appear to be arguing. But you haven't learned to speak Clink's language yet. I don't know. But no, you had to show off your cool friend Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beep. Why's she being so mean to him for? Being so mean. And you take Jeff and Joan with you, you all can hold hands and pedal down the mountain, or you can off a cliff for all I care. Sad Beep. Damn. Hey, W Turtle Master, happy birthday, dog. Clink begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clink. Clink burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker? What? In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Yeah. Okay. What's going on, Rena? Welcome. Clink slowly rolls out of the classroom to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see the entire thing go down. Well, that was unfortunate, but we mustn't be distracted. The final competition showdown challenge exam is what lies ahead. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Before you could think about your upcoming competition, there's a beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Oh, it's Miriam. I thought it was going to be, supposed to be Colonel Sanders. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise to this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Bang. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs. She hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and the ranch is big enough for all of us. Come on, Miriam. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today or tomorrow this year, so what? You're a special person. You're awesome, Miriam. You're awesome. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a special soup. I bet Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you're pep talking Miriam, you completely miss lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend time before your exam. You decided to head over to the arena early to practice a dish. I'm a genius! This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will. A test of courage. A test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. That guy's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish becomes second nature to you. You're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. That guy, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. Victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were in here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires. But that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Alright, I'm gonna fess up about my practice dish. I'm gonna tell him. Okay, you got me, Colonel Sanders. You got me. So many new viewers joining while he's playing us freak. Hey, sorry guys. Colonel Sanders here. I'm sorry, I'm trying to swoon Colonel Sanders, guys. It's too much to explain at this point. Okay, you got me. I'm doing more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. Oh my god. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less, you know? You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. Oh. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I could smell it was made with a heaping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. Dude, that does look good. Oh, that does look good, dog. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown's about to begin! Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules! Except to cook with everything you got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, plus the pot pie you've been practicing, are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are preparing wildly elaborate dishes, per usual. Miriam has a giant magnifying glass and tweezers. Okay, she's doing a tiny dish. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices. But he's trying to find a way to improve something perfect. His original recipe fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts off at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone's calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious! Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg whoosh! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend blaster blast! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. Oh my god, he's on steroids? Ashley scoops up her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clink gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clink learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Good God, the appliance uprising! Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. She gonna use some kind of dark magic to turn the tide? Got the spell book of your own. You're desperate not to let her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic? Cast a spell, do it the hard way. What did Colonel Sanders told us, dog? Colonel Sanders told us the easy way doesn't pay off. Always got to do it the hard way. I trust my dog, Colonel Sanders. Who needs magic when you got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Yeah. Let's go. I believe in you, that guy. Miriam notices too. I've always believed in you, that guy, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done. Oh, cool. Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. What the hell, Miriam? It's the secret ingredient. Oh, no. She doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she even get I have newt from? No, Miriam! The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. Oh my god. Oh, it's the spork monster. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve? What happened to Gorku? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Gorku has the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty all right. You're in the middle of a cooking competition. Oh, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills. Mind if I hang out? Sorry, Steve. I'm kind of in the middle of something, dog. Steve, the spork monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? You guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef. You know, when I was a little spork pup back in the old country. Okay, you can feel the spork monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. Don't know if exactly where it came from. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands, dog. I think I got this. I think I got this, dog. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I'd fallen asleep during scare tactics. Okay, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Okay, having suffered this huge setback, you don't know if you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep down within yourself, or you give up and drop out. I think it's time to give up and drop out. I want to kiss the spork monster. What the hell, Budge? Budge! Nah, we summon extra power deep down. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for. Yes, that guy. You are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Ooh. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue, stupid ghost. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I'll show the world my cooking. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you could do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful. But don't worry, dear that guy. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decided that you have earned his support. Oh! I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. Let's go! All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What'll happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. Oh, he's so cool. Oh, he's so cool. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. Seems like we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hee hee, I'm flying. Pop, what are you doing? Sounds like it comes from the broom closet. Miriam, can you check that, please? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom, hooked by the elastics of his underpants. Okay. Pop, get down, dummy. Let me guess. Van has something to do with that? Someone asked for a wedgie. Who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Okay. All right, Pop is eliminated from the challenge. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history. Okay. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank. Where did the pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear signature beep, but there's none. Must have gotten unplugged, I guess. I'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. It has been a long semester. Wow. 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. Oh, look at how cute it is. My word is so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto maki? I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. What's wrong, Shakespeare? Why is Miriam doing a crazy ass pose? What you mean, dog? She hitting that. Shakespeare. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from the baby tea leaves that I picked myself. He carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. Okay. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with this much love poured into it as yours. Miriam's overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. W, Miriam. Thank you, that guy, for helping me to believe in myself. It's what I do. It's what I do, Miriam. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish, Van. I made uni over smooth egg custard and an axe-hewed urchin shell topped with caviar. That looks painful! You skewer one type of urchin with spines for a second different colored type of urchin? Yes. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Oh, he's growling now. He's angry. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past the needles. He reels back his tongue. His tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue! Oh, he appears to be having an allergic reaction. I can't eat this! Gotta keep poking his tongue. Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that? Dejected Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? This is the last time you heard of me? Sprinkles is fine. He's not gonna die. He's just got a swollen mouth. Before forcing us to endure his tongue swollen for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know I'm a dog. I drink milk, get over it. Sometimes it helps my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Why do I feel bad for Van Van? Hex, what do you mean you feel bad for Van Van? He's an ass. He's an ass. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight and a light roseware syrup, topped with French meringue, ooey, and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile, and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school. Got toast in your ears or something, that guy? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley! I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition, not a cooking school, dummy. Which is why I cooked it and did extremely good job cooking it too. Did realize we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. The food cannot be eaten and cannot be judged. Disqualified! Rage overtakes Ashley. She can't keep her two-faced up routine anymore. You wouldn't know Iron Cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best. But this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you heard of me either. If this class gets any smaller, I'll be teaching myself, okay? You and Colonel Sanders, final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, everyone passes the class. Oh my god, we're goated. You pass, you pass, you pass. You get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment: to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog in the house! Oh! Yeah! Oh! Oh! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but you didn't know he was a world-renowned turntablist. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van Van and Ashley tell everyone they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Oh my god. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. Oh my god. No ghost allowed at graduations. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you guys to finally notice me. Oh, he wasn't even dead. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he said, but everyone's too wrapped up in talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking. And you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? I think I know who. It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown. Welcome back, Pop. Well, you weren't able to complete the exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. Figured it was the least we could do since he's the school's dean. Okay. Now we get it. School's dean. That's why Pop's here. And we got a new wing of the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank! He's arrived late to the dance. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Oh my god, he's speaking still. Whoa. I am Clank, and I'm not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. Whoa. What? 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 I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? Oh! I don't know what to say. Besides no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. Pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally. Finally! Colonel Sanders has arrived! Yes! Howdy, classmates. Whoa! Whoa! Yo! Just like the first day you met him, he's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. Oh! I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? Wait, what? No, it's not the end. Okay. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Oh, dude, they got me with that. I was about to be so mad. That guy. What are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. You know. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes. Yes, I'd love to. Yes. Yes, Colonel Sanders. Yes. As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, that guy. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I just need to do by myself. But who's gonna help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time in school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? What? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur? Suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear, that guy. I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end! Hey! Yeah, Colonel! We're together forever! We're together forever! I don't even care about doing the business. Yeah! Yeah! I love Colonel Sanders! Did I beat the game? I think so. I think so. I think that's the end. I think there's multiple endings, but you know what? I'm happy with that ending. I'm happy with that ending right there.